What is up, Broski Nation, BroskiPlays, and welcome to the Binding of Isaac Repentance 101, episode number 4. It's been a long time. You guys have been requested this episode for quite some time, and I really want to do it, but I've never had the time to do it. Anyway, we're going to be talking about shops today and everything you need to know about shops, and all the ins and outs about it. Also going in depth about the items and all the stuff that you guys need to know about this really important room in the Binding of Isaac. In case you guys don't know, I'm BroskiPlays. I already play Isaac for 8 or 9 years. I have 2,000 hours on Steam. I used to be a developer or mod developer on Genesis Plus for the Binding of Isaac Advent Plus. I have met Edmund Macmillan, I have met Kilburn, I have met Tyrone. So I know the ins and outs about the Binding of Isaac. I'm a huge fan of it, and I want to help you to get better at the Binding of Isaac, and also let you learn about different strategies and like tips. And this time we're going to be doing stuff all around the shops. So the shops are a really unique room. They are different than all other rooms in the game. So let's play with Isaac, and let's start off by showing you how a shop looks, in case you don't know, which you probably will because you have probably played the game already. So for this I am going to use the debug menu, and this is all because I want to make sure that nothing gets in my way to show you guys how I do my stuff. So I'm going to use quick kill again. I don't want to cheat. Never use debug if you want to play the game fairly, but for this video I have to do it. Alright, so first we have to find the shop. So the shop must be the shop is always quite close to the boss room. Not always, but like most of the time it's quite close to the boss room. Sometimes it can also spawn next to the starting room, or actually also in the same starting room. So basically this room by here, which means that the shop can basically spawn over here. There is a chance of that happening. We can try by holding the R button and see if we can actually get the shop to spawn. There is a chance of a shop to spawn. Okay, my game crashed. God fucking damn it. Alright, so this took me some time in order to basically make it spawn, but there is a chance, a really small chance, that the shop can actually spawn in the starting room, as you can see right here. I used the R key in order to make this happen. Alright, so what happens when you go to the shop? Well, on the first floor you will be able to find literally around 6 items. It all depends on how much money you have donated in the machine, because you will need to use a key to exit the shop floor, except if you are on the first floor or when you hold the store key trinket, where you unlock by donating 666 coins to the greed donation machine in greed mode. So in the beginning you actually only have 3 items to choose from, and this will increase once you put more money inside of the donation machine. So if you manage to get yourself some money, you can donate, and with a donation you can basically upgrade your shop. So I always suggest to start donating to the donation machine, because having more items when you go to a shop is a lot more beneficial, especially if it's an item that you need for a run. For example, there are a bunch of items that are like really important for your run, that can really change your run and make it a lot better. So I definitely suggest that you are going to donate into and put money into the donation machine. Again, if this is different for you, I'm playing Repentance, which is the brand new DLC. Well, not brand new, it's already been out for a couple of months, but still, it's a new DLC for the Binding of Isaac, and it really changed everything. So in case you're still playing Afterward Plus, I suggest you try and get yourself Repentance. I know that it's a bit difficult for you, but trust me, Repentance is really the way to go for playing the Binding of Isaac. Okay, anyway, let's move on talking about shop. So the shop has a couple of items. So it has a item from the shop item pool, which is 15 pennies. You have a key for 5 pennies, a bomb for 5 pennies, a card for 5 pennies normally, but this one is discounted for 3 pennies. Again, this is not a normal card, this is a special reverse card that you can unlock when you finish the game. You have the soul heart for 5 pennies and the sack, which has a bunch of pickups. Could be anything. So this is really like a wild guess. So there are ways to get other items. For example, you can also find 2 or 3 items inside of your shop. you can find, for example, you can also find items like pills for 5 pennies. You can find cards, like normal cards. You can find bombs for 5 pennies. You can find stuff like red hearts for 3 pennies, which is just really nice, especially when you are like having a character like Magdalene stuff, and you need some money, and you have a bunch to spend. Just buy one in the shop. It's a lot better. Another thing that I suggest you doing is always, and I mean always, if you have a chance and you have a lot of health, or I mean a lot of coins, and you need some health, get yourself a soul heart from the shop. It's really important if you want to survive and get yourself a devil deal. But more about that later, about the strategies. You can also find a little battery inside the shop, which is really handy for, like for example, getting yourself a charge and stuff like that. So let's look at the content of this shop. So the shop has one critical item right here. This item is new. It's called the battery pack, and this item basically lets you, it charges your item, and at the same time it also gives you 3 little batteries, which means you can actually use your item 3 times, which is very nice. See, there are a bunch of utility items inside the shop. Like, for example, you have the Birthright item, which has like a specific unique ability that you can add towards your character. Each character has its own Birthright effect. I suggest checking out the Wiki for finding out which ability is for which character. There's also some other stuff. So, for example, there are different trinkets that will change the shop in different ways. So let's try and do a bit of trinket stuff. So I have my debug menu here, and I'm going to get myself a trinket. I am going to get myself the trinket lost key. Alright, so not the lost key, it's called the store key. My apologies. So it's called the store key, and this trinket will basically allow me to go and open the store without having to, like, without needing a key, which is really handy in the run. So if you find yourself a trinket like store key, definitely pick it up. It's really handy for shops. So let's go to the next floor. I'm gonna use what's this again? Stage 1.22, and then let's use debug 10 really quickly, so that we quick kill everything and just go to the floor. Again, I am not trying to do a normal run here. I'm just showing off how this trinket works. So we're now on the second floor, the basement. Normally you have to use a key in order to go inside of the store, but because we have the store key, we are able to go in there. As you can see, we have no keys, and we can go to the store without having to basically get ourselves a key. Again, as you can see, there is a chance of getting 2 items. One of is discounted. I recommend getting Blue Map. Blue Map is really nice for example, getting yourself secret rooms, like knowing where secret rooms are. So yeah, definitely recommend going for these kinds of items that really help you run out. Again, we can use the D6 that Isaac has in order to change the store contents and basically get yourself a couple of cool items. Like, for example, this one is a really vital one. This is the black candle. First of all, it gives you a black heart, but the other really big advantage of black candle is that it removes any curses in the run. So, for example, if you have Curse of the Unknown, you will not have Curse of the Unknown on the next floor. It will basically be gone for the entirety of the run, which is really nice. As you can see, car battery, another great item, which lets you activate your active item twice, which means that certain active items, not all active items, certain active items work double, like give you double the effect. For example, if you use D6, it will re-roll it twice instead of only once, which is great. Again, there's this little fella. This is called the Shopkeeper. So Shopkeepers come in all different variety and sizes. The most important part is that there is a shopkeeper like this one, the normal one, which has a chance of dropping 2 or 3 pennies. It has a chance to drop head of greed, and it has a chance to basically spawn the greed boss, which is a really small chance, but there's still a chance nonetheless. And it also has a chance of spawning Steam Sale. Steam Sale is another great item. Let me just spawn it really quickly so I can show you. So Steam Sale allows you to get all items for half the price. So that means the key becomes 3 coins, the black candle becomes 7 coins. The discounted prices that are already discounted will not go any lower. It will stay 7. The batteries will go from 5 to 3, so on and so forth. So that's really nice, and definitely recommend you to try and find yourself Steam Sale. Another item that really affects the shop is Restock. So Restock basically gives you an infinite amount of items, which means that if I have, for example, if I get myself the dollar gives you, oh, just dollar. The dollar gives you like 99 coins. And when I pick up the black candle, this is new in Repentance. It will spawn new item, but it will be 2 coins. It will be like 2 pennies more expensive. So when I pick it up again, I will have the item again, and so forth and so forth. So a great thing about Restock is that you can just keep buying new items inside the shop. Same with cards. If I buy this card, the Magician, then this card becomes 4 coins. If I buy the Soul Heart, it becomes 4 coins. If I buy this key, it becomes 4 coins. Vice versa. If I get this car battery, which is already 7 coins, it becomes 9 coins. So this is all different than it was in Afterburn Plus. So in Afterburn Plus, everything will stay at the same price, which is a bit overpowered, and they changed that in Repentance. Now, let's go out of this and go into another run, or new run. So here we are on a new run, and there are some cool stuff that you need to know about shops. So shops have a chance of finding, for example, you can find a mini boss inside the shop. I don't know if you've ever found out that when you are like in caves. So let's go to caves really quickly. Caves. Let's go to caves. Let's see. Like caves or catacombs. Let's go to catacombs. Let's use debug 10. You have to do that all the time, like every single time that you start a new run. And let's go and try and find ourselves a shop really quickly. So there is a small chance that if we are going to enter this shop, triggering the people right here with a planetarium. More about planetariums in a later video. Again, there's a lot of different aspects in Isaac that you need to know about. Okay, so here we have a shop. Let's go ahead and give ourselves a key. Let's spawn a key. Not that key, damn it. Let's spawn a, what is it? Key 531. Okay. Caps lock is acting a bit strange. 31. There we go. So we got a key. And now when we go inside the shop, okay, it doesn't have, oh, now I can actually talk about the different shopkeepers. So this is the other shopkeeper. This one is called the dime shopkeeper. And the dime shopkeeper, or the, no, actually not dime. Is it dime or is it nickel? No, the nickel shopkeeper. So the nickel shopkeeper has a really high chance of giving you a dime. And a dime is basically, I haven't talked about coins yet. So there are 3 different types of coins in Isaac. Actually 4. There are the normal yellow pennies, which are only worth 1 coin. You have the silver ones, which are worth 5 coins. And you have a dark silver one, which is 5 coins. And you have a really silver one, which is like actual silver, which is worth 10 coins. Now, the great thing about the nickel shopkeeper that you unlock by... Let me just check really quickly how you unlock this shopkeeper. Pardon me, I just checked out the wiki, and there are a couple more things that you can get from normal shopkeepers. You can also have a chance of getting a coupon. There is a chance of 2 spiders spawning, and there is a chance of 2 random coins. So not just yellow coins, there could be any coins. This also means that the items have a 1% chance, just saying. Then we have the special shopkeeper. Also, for some reason, the greed mini boss only spawns inside the secret room. So sorry for that. Special shopkeepers have a chance to replace regular shopkeepers. Special shopkeepers are unlocked by donating 234 coins into the greed machine. And special hanging shopkeepers are unlocked by donating 10 coins in the greed machine. So there are 2 different shopkeepers. You have the hanging shopkeepers, the special hanging shopkeepers, and you have the normal special shopkeepers that are just sitting. There's no difference between them. They all spawn the same things. Another thing to keep in mind about shopkeepers that you can shopkeepers can be destroyed with the boomerang. They can be destroyed with the red candle, the normal candle, stitches, and Mars. So if you have any of those items, be sure to destroy shopkeepers so that you are not wasting any bombs. Okay, so special shopkeepers have a chance to spawn a nickel. That's what they call. It's called nickels. Pardon me, not yeah. A nickel, a sticky nickel. So sticky nickels are basically oh, pardon me again. greed actually does spawn from special shopkeepers only, not from normal shopkeepers, only from special shopkeepers. Doesn't matter from which room. Pardon me, I haven't checked out the wiki that often. Again, this is all in-depth stuff. I'm still gonna tell you guys about it. So there's a chance of spawning a normal nickel, a sticky nickel, which you have to bomb in order to get. So sticky nickels are actually unlocked, so you have to unlock sticky nickels by let me just see here. So there are different coin variants. I will talk about coin variants right now really quickly. You have the penny, the double penny, which is worth 2 coins, the nickel, which is worth 5 coins, the dime, which is worth 10 coins, the lucky penny, which is worth 1 coin, but it does increase your luck, a sticky nickel, which you get by completing boss rush as the keeper, and the golden penny, which keeps spawning new pennies, which you can only unlock by defeating Mega Satan as Tainted Keeper. Again, there are some spoilers in this video, so keep that in mind if you don't want to get spoiled. Alright, let's move on. So, there's also a chance of the Greed mini-boss to spawn from these special shopkeepers, which is a pretty low chance. And there's also a chance of the Bloody Penny, Butt Penny, Counterfeit Penny, Flat Penny, Swallow Penny, and the Burn Penny to spawn from these shopkeepers. So, we're gonna just show you how it works. As you can see, there is a chance, but it can also not give you anything like that. There is a chance of that happening. Another thing to keep in mind is that when you are in the shop, make sure to always go into the shop when you have the coins. Don't go into a shop when you have 0 coins. Like, for example, if I were going to the shop and I see this item, which is called There's Options, which basically let me spawn 2 boss items at the end of at the end of defeating a boss. If I were like going to the next floor, this item and this item right here will not be showing in the shop anymore for the rest of the run. So keep that in mind. Never go into the shop if you don't have any coins, otherwise you will never be able to get this item ever again in the run. Again, it will show up in the next run, but it won't be showing up in this one anymore. So keep that in mind. Another thing to keep in mind is when you are really low on coins, always make sure to destroy these fireplaces, because sometimes these fireplaces might have a penny, or you might even have a dime or a nickel. So keep that in mind. That's a really big thing to do that. If you have infestation too, by the way, you destroying shopkeepers will spawn blue spiders, which is really nice. Also, if greed spawns, that means that the doors will be locked. So I'm just checking some notes here about the shopkeepers, which I'm going to be talking about a little bit here. If Isaac already has the Steam sale and the head of the keepers, shopkeepers will not drop any further pedestal items. This has some really big pardon me. The thing about this is that if you have Steam sale will make items really cheap, and you also have head of the keeper. That means that if it were actually going to drop more items, then you will just have it will be too overpowered. Also, if Isaac has Holy Light, which is an item that grants Isaac some holy tears, and hits an enemy near a shopkeeper with a Holy Light tear, the shopkeeper will be destroyed by the beam of light. And if aligned correctly in the repentance, the shopkeepers can be destroyed using Suplex, which is an item that you can unlock with Jacob and Esau. And the shop waste may also hit the donation machine, which means keep that in mind. In repentance, the latest update, not the latest update, some updates ago, the donation machine had been changed. So when you are bombing a donation machine to get yourself some coins, it will be destroyed for the entirety of the run, and you will not be able to see this, donate any more coins again. So keep that in mind. So make sure to never ever drop a bomb accidentally, because then you will not be able to donate or get any coins from them. Okay, with that out of the way, let's move on to the items that really change a shop, and items that are that change how you can access a shop. So a couple of items that are really cool and really important in a run to have, especially if you are low on keys, in my opinion, is pay to win. Oh no, actually not pay to win, pay to play. So pay to play is an item that will make every single door that is normally requires a key. It will basically give you coins. It lets you pay with coins in order to open doors, just like arcades, just like you can do with arcades. So let me show you by going to the next stage, which is basement. So this floor requires a key to open the treasure room and the normal room. But you can find the pay-to-win item inside, or the pay-to-play item inside of the shop. But it's a really handy shop item. So as you can see, I am picking up keys, but it won't even matter. Because as you can see, the treasure room now has a really nice coin lock, which you can open by using coins. And again, the same goes for the shop. If we go to the shop right now, which is not right here, let me just go there really quickly. And yeah, there we go. So there's a shop. And we can just use a coin to go inside the shop. It's that easy. And here is another normal shopkeeper. And as you can see, there's a chance of spiders spawning like that. Alright, so with that out of the way, let's move to the next item that changes shops really, really badly. In a good way, in a good way. So this item is pretty unique. Because it's an item that you normally will not find really easy. And this item is called the, what's it called again? That's Key. So that key, again, is an item that you can unlock by, let me just check how you unlock that key really quickly. So you unlock that key by picking up both key pieces from the angels in one run. But that's a really nice item you will find inside of the treasure room. And this is like, you can also find it from key masters, by the way. So if you have a key bagger, be sure to give him keys, because this one is very nice, in my opinion. So that key not only opens Mega Satan's door and the normal treasure room door, but it also opens up the shop door. So let me go ahead and go to the next stage. And just show you how it works. So we have that key right here. And we're just going to move to the shop. Alright, there we have another planetarium. Alright. Let's see where we can find the shop. There's the treasure room. But yeah, the great thing about that key, it's only 2 charges. And it allows us to go inside the shop without needing any sort of keys. As you can see here. Which is nice. So that's another way of entering the shop. And there's another way of entering a shop. And this is more of a trivia kind of way. So, alright, let me just debug really quickly again. So, we have a shop right here. There is a chance... Oh. Yeah, that. So, this bomb really helped me out there. So, there are secret rooms in the game. And secret rooms are adjacent to 2 other rooms. So, as you can see, we have a secret room right here. This one dropped nothing. Now, if we go and drop a bomb right here, we can go inside of the shop without having to pay anything. Again, this is just a demonstration, because there's no way that we can get into the shop, like that we have to pay anything in order to get a shop. But if you have like no keys, you can try and see if there's a secret room next to it, and yeah, you can go to the shop without having to deal without having to skip it. Another item that I really recommend getting from the shop is this one right here, BFF. This item will make any familiar stronger. So that means that, well, not all familiars, but most familiars will get stronger. So for example, if I have, let me give myself let me give myself just a really easy one. Let's give myself Zombie Baby, or not Zombie Baby, Rotten Baby. So Rotten Baby normally gives you like a couple of blue spiders, right? Or blue flies. So when I am giving, I'm gonna give myself, let me spawn some coins here, give myself $1. So when I buy BFF, as you can see, this little familiar guy becomes a lot stronger, and it will make any familiar a lot more fun to take in the entirety of the run. So I definitely recommend getting BFF, as it can really improve your run and make it a lot better. Moving on. Another way of finding shops is by using a couple of trinkets. There are a couple of trinkets in the game that will help you find a shop, or basically, yeah, lets you use other items in order to open up a shop. One of which is called the broken padlock. This this trinket right here has a really cool attribute that it can use bombs in order to open up the shop. So if we go to stage number 2 right now, and we're going to use debug 10 so that I can show you guys what happens. If you are able to find this trinket, as you can see, we have the we have 1 key, so we could go into the treasure room. But oh my god, that's cool. That's technology. That's a great item. But now we don't have any keys for the shop anymore. I mean, yeah, we have this thing right here. Just ignore the key right there. Anyway, if we have broken padlock, we can just drop a bomb, and as you can see, the shop will just open. So we don't even need to have a key. Now, as you can see, there is a little bit of a change right here, because if we have broken padlock, there is a change inside of the shop. And this is that if you are using this to open the shop, it will make less, what's it called? It will drop less items. So as you can see, we now have the Bible. Normally this doesn't happen. So, for example, if we were going into the shop only let me just give myself forget me now and just use it. Alright, so now we're back in the same floor, and we have all we have a broken padlock. Let me give myself a bomb really quickly. 4.0. Oh, that's not the right bomb. Pardon me. We need bomb. That's what is it called again? I forgot the name of the bomb. Oh wait, let me just give myself. What's it called again? The one that gives you like a couple of bombs. Butt bomb, for example. Let's just give myself butt bomb. All right, so now we have 5 bombs. Let me go ahead and use debug 10. I want to kill everything. Did I disable it? Oh, I disabled it. Oops. And now, let's go ahead and go to the shop again. And you will see, because now we're not using broken padlock, there will be a normal shop. But if we are using forget me now again, just to show it off again, let me just get the item. Alright, there we go. Going back, same floor. And we're gonna go ahead and open up the shop with a bomb. You will notice something different. And there's a thing with the broken padlock. We'll open the shop. Oh. Okay, so again, it basically doesn't happen all the time. That was really strange. So sometimes it gives you only 1 item and sometimes it does. Okay, anyway, that's broken padlock. Really nice item, really nice trinket that they added in Repentance, and really cool. Now, another trinket that is really nice for opening up shops when you don't have any keys. And you need to unlock this one. This one is called the blue key. So you unlock the blue key by defeating the beast that stained the cane. And what this one allows you to do is, let me just go to stage number 2. Again, some of these items are just, yeah, you have to unlock them. But if you are able to unlock them, then they are really nice. Okay, let me just use debug. Debug 10 again. There we go. And let's go to the shop. Again, we have no keys. I mean, yeah, we have keys there. Just ignore the keys spawning, okay? Anyway, so we have no keys right now. 0 keys. Let's go into the shop. Let's see what happens. Alright, so we use the blue key, and as you can see, you go inside of this blue womb door. There will be blue womb enemies in here. Once you defeat them, you don't have to get yourself a key, and you can just go into the shop without having to pay any amounts of money. So that's another great way of getting to the shop without having to pay anything. So that's really nice. And there are multiple of these items over there. You also have items like trinkets that make certain, like make the shop spawn after catacombs and stuff like that. So after necropolis, you know. Sorry if I couldn't get that word in my head. So this one is called the Wicked Crown. Again, you can unlock this by how can you unlock this? Let me just check. So you unlock the Wicked Crown by defeating Isaac, Blue Baby, Satan, and the Lamb as Tainted Azazel. So what this one allows you to do is basically when you are going through to Sheol, for example, if we are now going to Sheol, let's go to Sheol really quickly, which is 8, 9, 10, yeah, 10. If we go to Sheol right now, so now we're in Sheol, and we're gonna use, oh wait, let me just use debug 10. And normally, the shop cannot spawn inside of Sheol. It's impossible. There's no way that Sheol can spawn in the shop. But for some reason, with this trinket, it can spawn. And it not only does it spawn the treasure room, it also spawns the shop, which is really cool. So let me just make sure that I don't die here. Make sure that I don't die here. God damn it. Okay. Try again. Okay, I'll be back in a sec. Alright, we're back. So, we're now in Sheol. And as you can see, there's a shop spawning. Normally, a shop cannot spawn in Sheol. And with this trinket, it can. And it has normal items, one of which is Chaos, another great item. So Chaos really randomizes all item pools, so you can get yourself devil items inside the shop. And this is the only item that will change the item pools for the shop. So that's really cool. Let me just show you another. So this one did spawn a nickel, so that's nice. Anyway, let's move on to the other trinket that also gives you shops in places where you normally couldn't get it, and that's Holy Crown. So Holy Crown is the counterpart of Wicked Crown. So let's go to, not to Dark Room, let's go to Cathedral. So as you can see here, we're now in Cathedral, and let's go and show you that the shop is indeed spawning in Cathedrals. This is these trinkets that you can unlock. I think this one is unlocked by defeating Blue Baby, Isaac, and the Lamb. I believe Isaac, Blue Baby, Satan, and the Lamb with Bethany, I believe, or Magdalene. Magdalene or Bethany. I'm not completely sure. Let me just check really quickly. Tainted Magdalene. Yeah, Tainted Magdalene. Okay. So, normally, when you are, like, walking around the cathedral, defeating monsters, there's no way that a shop can actually spawn. But with this trinket, it can spawn, as you can see here. And it has normal items. And there's no changes there. But it's really cool that the shop can actually spawn inside of Cathedral with this trinket. There's one more trinket I want to show you for making shop spawn on places that normally cannot spawn, and that's the trinket called Silver Dollar. So in order to get the Silver Dollar, you have to unlock. You have to defeat Delirium as Cain, and then you will unlock the Silver Dollar. So what the Silver Dollar does is when we now go to, let's go to stage 8, which is Womb, it will make the shop spawn inside of Womb, which is really nice, especially when you have a lot of coins, because at this point of the game, at this certain stage, you will have a lot of coins to spend, and there are no shops normally. But with this trinket, you can get yourself a shop inside of the Womb. Of course, you need to get yourself a key, Once you got yourself a key, you can just go in here and just buy whatever the hell you want. So yeah, that's pretty nice. So those are the trinkets that really changes how you can access the shop. Now onto the items that change the way what is displayed inside of the shop. Let's first start off with a really special one. This one is called Member Card, and you unlock the Member Card by spending 40 plus pennies inside of the inside of a single shop. So what the Member Card does is it will spawn a trapdoor, and this trapdoor has some unique items. So it has a chance of spawning an angel item, and the angel item basically can be up to 50 pennies. So always make sure to have a lot of pennies there. And there's a chance of dropping an eternal heart. You can have a devil item. You can have shop items, secret items. Secret items, there's a chance for a restock machine to appear, and other stuff like that. So that's really handy to know. If you are able to unlock membership card, then be sure to do it, because it's a really nice item, and it can definitely help you in runs getting devil deal items. You can also use D6 to re-roll into another angel deal item, which is really cool. So yeah, another item that I think is really nice and changes a bit of the item pool is this one right here. And this one is also from Repentance. It's called Adoption Papers. You unlock this one by, I believe, doing something with Tainted Lilith. I think it's Isaac, Blue Baby, Satan, and the Lamb. And then you unlock Adoption Papers. So what Adoption Papers does is it will spawn familiars inside of shop. So if we now go to stage number 2, and we go ahead and check out the shop here. Let's first go over here. We have the treasure room here. And now we have the shop. And you have a card here. Let me get myself a key. Or just get myself a skeleton key. I don't care. You will see that there's now suddenly a familiar inside the shop. Little Brimstone. Normally these cannot spawn, but with the Adoption Papers Trinket, you can make familiar spawn. Combine this with BFF and you will have a very cool run, especially with Lilith. This trinket is really powerful with Lilith in greed mode. But yeah, really cool trinket. I really like it. And another way of getting yourself, a familiar without having to do anything. So that's, I mean, you still have to buy it, but you know what I mean. Also, if you D6 it, so for example, if we're gonna give myself a little battery, I'm gonna spawn myself a little battery really quickly, and let's use D6. It will re-roll into another familiar. Just for the people that want to know, there you go. All right, so another really important thing right here is the donation machine, the restock box or the restock box. So there is a chance that the restock machine can spawn inside of a shop. If that's the case, then when you have an item, like for example, this item is also really cool. I recommend you trying to get this item if you find it inside of a shop. The Crooked Penny. Though the Crooked Penny is an active item that has a chance of duplicating every single item or pick up in a room. It also has a chance to fail and just give you a penny. And it worked. So the great thing about Crooked Penny is once it actually worked, if you use a battery, it will work all the time. Or not. Actually, no. I thought it would, but they changed it. But yeah, there's a chance of getting 50% chance of getting duplicate pickups or nothing. So it's a really risk and reward item. You get this by defeating Delirium with the Keeper. So yeah, a really nice item. I definitely recommend getting the Crooked Penny. Now here's an item that I definitely recommend if you want to do the shop. You don't need to unlock anything for this. This one is called PhD. And PhD is an item that will give you, that will change all the negative bills into positive bills. These are essential. An essential item that will basically make all pills great and give, for example, tears up, like this one. See, I got double tears up, and yeah, pretty nice item. And if you find this one in the shop, definitely get it. Another one that I definitely recommend getting, and that where you don't need to unlock anything for, is this item right here. So this item is called the not that one. Poof, what was it called again? Big Fly or something? No. The blue, oh my god, I forgot what it's called. The blue fly. Let me just search it up really quickly. So it's called Hive Mind, and Hive Mind gives you a lot better blue flies. They're a lot bigger. It's kind of like BFFs, but then for blue flies and blue spiders. It's really nice, and definitely recommend getting it into the shop if you are able to find it. Another couple of items that are really great for when you are searching for like great items that you want to check at the shop are these two. So this is Humbling Bundle, and these go hand in hand with each other. So you have Humbling Bundle, and Humbling Bundle makes every single pickup that you find double. So well, actually there's a chance of it happening. So when we go here, as you can see, there's a chance of getting double soul hearts or double keys, and this happens because of Humbling Bundle. So that's really nice. That's a really nice item. Definitely recommend picking that one up if you see it in the shop. Another one that I recommend is this one right here, Sack Hat. So Sack Hat has been changed a bit in Repentance. Normally Sack Hat only gives you like sacks, the chance of dropping sacks in rooms. But combine this with Humbling Bundle and this trinket right here, which is Petrified Poop. It will make it so if we are, for example, now going to a Excel room. Yeah, Excel room. For example, going to an Excel room right here. And we use Cards Against Humanity, which you can unlock by doing a special, what's it called? I believe by doing a special challenge, which unlocks Cards Against Humanity. I forgot what the challenge name is. I can search it up because you guys always want to know what it does. So, Cards Against Humanity, a really overpowered card if you know how to use it. I will talk about more about cards and runes in another video. But for this, now that we're talking about it, I will tell you how you can unlock this card. So you unlock this card by actually, let's see, I'm checking it right now. By completing when life gives you lemons. Now, if you get yourself Cards Against Humanity and you have Sack Hat, Petrified Poop, then you can do some really cool stuff. Because Petrified Poop works with Sack Hat, which is really cool. So let me just try and see if I can get it really quickly for you guys. Here we go. Cards Against Humanity. So now let's use it. So what Cards Against Humanity, a card against humanity does is when we are using it, it will spawn poop everywhere. Now this is really nice because there is now a chance of a sack dropping, which means that you can get a lot of pickups. Again, this is not all the time, but there's still a chance of this happening. I don't know if Humbling Bundle overrides it. It could be that Humbling Bundle is overriding it. So let me just remove Humbling Bundle really quickly. Alright, let's see it again. See if a sack spawns now. Because last time when I tried this, when I had the sack hat and I had this this Petrified Poop, there was like I had a sack spawning from a poop. Huh. I don't know if they fixed this, but last time when I tried it, ah, here we go. See, there's a really small chance of a sack spawning, but there is a chance, and it will spawn sacks from poop. So that's really nice. That's a really nice synergy that you definitely have to keep in mind if you are going to be using this combo. I definitely recommend trying to get that combo. Really nice. Another item that in the shop is really nice to have is Diplopia. Now, Diplopia is an item you can get for 15 coins in the shop, and it will basically let you duplicate any item in the game. But it only has a one-time use. So if we spawn Diplopia really quickly, I'm gonna show you how it works. So you can find this for 15 pennies in the shop. And Diplopia lets you duplicate any item. So for example, if we want double technology, boom, we now have double technology. It is gone now, but we have double technology. And again, double technology, it stacks. which is really nice. So some items do stack with each other. For example, technology stacks, but other items don't. So another way of using it, and this is my favorite way of using Diplopia, is by first getting Diplopia and then getting yourself, or try to get yourself, this card right here. This card is called, let me see if I can find it. There we go. The question mark card. So what the question mark card does, let me just go ahead and go to the boss room, is it allows you to basically get an extra Diplopia. So if you go to in this devil deal, normally with the Diplopia you can duplicate and get free devil deals and stuff like that. So when we use the question mark card, we now have 4 devil deal items plus, look at that, now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 devil deal items. So that is a really nice strategy to use with Diplopia. Use a question mark card and get yourself a bunch of items and become overpowered like this. Also, I wonder, Blood Oath actually stacks with me. Let's find out Blood Oath stacks. The box, which you can also Diplop and get better items, stuff like that. But yeah, let's go to the next floor and I will show you. I'm just really curious if Blood Oath actually stacks. Does any more damage than normally. I think it didn't give me like extra damage, but still really nice item, really recommend it. Pretty cool stuff. Alright, so another shop item that I definitely recommend you guys getting is the shop item that is called Car Battery. So Car Battery is a really nice passive item. Car Battery makes it so that all your active items act double. So for example, let's go, Isaac has his D6 right now. Let's go ahead and go to a treasure room. Really quickly, so I can show you that. Again, I'm just showcasing some of the items you can find inside the shops. And which items you really should pick up. Alright. So we're now inside of the shop. Normally, if we now reroll, again, we don't want to reroll that, but still, just to show off. Normally, if we don't have car battery, let me just let me remove car battery and show you how it works. So if we don't have car battery, it will when we use D6, it will do this just once, one reroll. Now, when we have car battery, and of course we have to let me just give myself infinite charge. It will do this. That was really quick, but it re-rolls the item twice, which normally doesn't happen. Now, this is a lot better in the case of, for example, this item right here. This is called meat. What's it called? Meat cleaver. Not meat cleaver. No, not meat cleaver. Meat, what's it called again? I forgot the name of it. Let me just check what the name was again. Oh, actually, you know what? Let me just give myself $1 and let's just buy it and see what it does. All right, so we now have potato peeler. That's the name of potato peeler. Now, if we use it normally without car batteries, so let's remove car battery real quickly. Let me just remove it. There we go. And now let's use this item, potato peeler. It will remove 1 heart and give me a cube of meat. Now, if we use car battery, it will remove 2 hearts. Again, I will die, so I will give myself a soul heart. Oh, it doesn't. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't work with all items. I thought it worked with this item, but it's a bit confusing. Sometimes it does work with an item, sometimes it doesn't. Does it work with meat cleaver? Let's find out. So meat cleaver is an item that basically makes enemies. Oh wait, let me just use debug, disable debug 10 so we can actually see the enemies before they die. So normally, if we use meat cleaver, it will only spawn them once. Yeah, they spawn 4 times. Yeah, now it spawns 4 times. So if you can see here, car battery is a lot of fun. It makes a lot of active items a lot more overpowered. For example, Mom's Box. Just to give a nice example. Mom's Box. I think Mom's Box works with car battery. I'm not sure. Let's try out. Yep, it does. So now it gives me 2 trinkets instead of 1. Normally this item only gives you 1 trinket, and now it gives you 2 trinkets with car battery. So another great thing to use. And there are a lot more item effects and synergies with car battery. So go ahead and check the wiki, because there are tons more to check out over there. Alright, moving on. Next shop item that you should definitely use or get yourself. Now I talked a little bit about Birthright. So Birthright is a really unique item. It's probably one of the most unique items in Repentance. Birthright makes, for every single character has a different Birthright. Let's show you what I mean. So I'm gonna be restarting my run really quickly. I'm gonna be playing as let's do Judas, because Judas has a really cool Birthright effect. So you unlock Birthright by defeating Blue Baby, I think, as Jacob and Esau. Let me just check that really quickly for you guys. Yeah, I was right. So defeating Blue Baby as Jacob and Esau. So normally Judas has this Book of Belial. Just this normal Book of Belial. It gives us more damage. Nothing special. Now, if we give ourselves Birthright, suddenly this book becomes a lot more useful. Because if we give ourselves, for example, Book of Virtues, you know, the item that Bethany uses, it will become a really unique item. So it synergizes with Book of Virtues, and it will give me a wisp, and also grants the Book of Belial effect. Now, this makes Judas so much more fun, because now we can give ourselves, for example, how to jump, another item. Now we are Bookworm, but still, we can now make little flames that that work together with Book of Wisp and Book of Belial. So we have basically 2 synergies at the same time. How cool is that? But yeah, that's just one of the many Birthright effects that you can get. So Birthright is definitely an item that you should unlock, because it's a really nice item, and definitely worth picking up if you are able to find it inside of the shop. Again, we are still talking about the shop, in case you're wondering. We're still talking about the shop. We're now going to be talking about a really specific and really like in-depth look at how to get the most out of your shops. This is the mindset that you need to do when you are playing Isaac and you want to try to get yourself a good item. First of all, let's just get ourselves Isaac really quickly. I'm going to place Isaac here. Just normal plain Isaac. I'm just going to play the run normally. I'm going to get myself... No, actually, no, I'm not going to do that. And I'm going to show you how I approach a shop on the first floor. So we're playing with Isaac. Let me just kill these little guys that they don't deal anything. They don't deal any damage. Also keep in mind that there are enemies called Shopkeeper. There's Shopkeeper enemies, and these enemies remove money from you. So keep that in mind, as if you take damage from them, they take away your money. Alright, so we have 1 coin. Now, my mindset... Oh, goddamn. Yeah, I hate these little... See, I also take dumb damage. If you are following my Eden series, you know that I'm not, like... I do take dumb damage sometimes. It's just how I play Isaac. I play more aggressive than other people do. That's why I tend to die a lot more often. Anyway, so what I always try to do is first get myself 5 coins. If I have 5 coins, for example, I'm playing as Isaac right now. I'm on the first floor. If I'm playing as Isaac, there is a chance for me to lose a lot of red health. So I want to try to get myself a soul heart from the shop as soon as I can, because you guys know that the shop sells a soul heart for 5 coins. So that's my first minimum goal of this floor, trying to get myself 5 coins. Once I get myself 5 pennies, I am gonna try to finish the floor. So let's first try to defeat this mini boss. This is Lust. I will talk more in depth about mini bosses in another video. There's so much more serious that I want to do. Again, the virus. I'm not really a big fan of the virus, so I re-roll it all the time. Poople duplex, murder. That's better. I always recommend re-rolling some mini boss items. But yeah. Let me just. I'm a lot more aggressive. So we got 3 keys. We have 2 coins. So good. Okay. So we have a shop here. Cool. Just gonna keep that in mind. That there's a shop over there. Kill these flies. So a bare minimum is trying to get ourselves 5 pennies. Because we have Curse of the Law. Curse of the. What's it called? Curse of the Lost, yeah. So we don't know what. Like. We don't know where the shop is and stuff like that. So we have to be careful. And try to get ourselves some items. As you can see, I tried to destroy some poops to try and get myself more pennies. Okay, you have another floor here, of another room here with more enemies. These poodles are really annoying, have more health, but it's okay. Let's have more hearts, great. Okay, let me kill these. I'm not really paying attention here. Thank God I'm not having a counter on right now for dumb damage. So yeah, we now have 3 pennies, a d6, still haven't found the treasure room. Again, we can go to the boss, we only have 1 heart. I'm just showing 1 floor of how I will do it with the shop. Again, only 3 coins, so... And with Curse of the Lost, it all becomes a lot more difficult to find, you know, treasure rooms, stuff like that, so... So here we have a... Oh god, yeah, this is another thing that can happen. Alright, 4 coins. Technology, why not? Tech 0.5. Now, normally I would say do not destroy any rocks for coins. Because it will be a waste of resources. But because we only have 1 heart and we really need the health, I'm going to throw the bomb. Because when we are going to the shop now, we now have 5 coins and we have enough to go inside the shop. Again, we are not able to get the other items, but I feel like 1 heart is a bit too much. So as you can see, there's a soul heart here. So that is my mindset. Basically, try to play for pennies and get yourself, you know, and get yourself the stuff you need. So now that we have a soul heart, we're able to get ourselves a devil deal. But we have to try and not lose the soul heart in the boss fight. Again, let's finish off this floor by defeating Larry Jr. here. That was pretty easy. And yeah. Get ourselves HP up, tears up. Nice first floor. Now, we have a couple of things that we can still do. I like to min-max in my Isaac runs. So, I try to remember where we are coming from. And then try to find the secret room and the super secret room. Again, normally when there's no Curse of the Lost, it all is a lot more easier for me. But right now it's just a lot more difficult for me to find everything. There is still a chance of finding an item, but you know, that's just how I roll. And that's basically how I recommend doing shops. Try to get as many coins as you can, a minimal 15, then go into the shop and then see if there's an item that you like. So that you don't have to like skip it. So for example, this item right here won't be returning on my run anymore if I now go to the next floor. Yeah, another thing that I recommend is if you have PhD, always buy pills. If you don't have any keys, try to buy yourself a key. If you don't have any red hearts, buy yourself a red heart if necessary. Don't just buy red hearts for the heck of it. Only buy them if it's absolutely necessary. But yeah, that's just one of the many tricks that I use for the shop. And the final thing I want to show you before I'm ending this 101 is when you play on hard mode. So I'm now playing Isaac on hard mode. If I'm now going to the shop, there's something really different than it normally is. So I'm just gonna give myself the Hermit card, because I don't want to deal with going to the next the floor again. Yeah, another thing. Go and get yourself a Hermit card. That way you can go into the shop without having to pay any keys. That's another way of not having to deal with any keys. I can go more in depth about the shop, even more in depth if you want to. Just tell me in the comment section below. Alright. So as you can see here, it's different than it normally is. Normally there is like less items. There's still a chance of more items spawning in the hard mode, but it has like it's not always the same case. So if we now go to stage number 2 and then go to the shop again, see, now there's only 2 items, so there's a much higher chance of finding less items in the shop than in normal mode, so keep that in mind. Okay, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much all for watching. Sorry if it's a bit messy. I am trying to make it as and explain as good as I can, but like it's not easy to talk about Isaac, as there are so many different aspects and stuff that you need to know about shops and everything. Anyway, thank you for watching. The next episode will be about the devil deals and the devil rooms and how you can actually guarantee yourself a devil deal chance. And until then, hopefully you guys like this guide. If you do, be sure to hit the like button. It takes me a long time to research all of this. And yeah, this was BroskiPlays, and stay broski.